Good morning and welcome to Crow Inclined here today with a daily energetic check-in. Normally Wednesdays I will do a pick a card reading, but I think I'm going to go back to just daily check-ins for Wednesday and keep the longer pick a card readings for the weekend. Okay, so also this week I am doing the readings without a card of focus. I'm just trying something a little bit different. So please let me know if you prefer having that card of focus along with the reading. I'm more than happy to bring that back. I just wanted to try something a little bit different today. So I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite. It's just it's a different version of it color-wise, with the golden wheel, to sort of do some clarifying. And we're just going to jump on in and see what comes through today for the collective. Okay, please keep in mind this is a general reading. It is not a one-on-one, so take it as it resonates. If it doesn't fit, it's not for you. Let's not add more to our drama plate than we need to, right? So yeah, just practice your discernment. Thank you all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. I'm happy to be with you on your journey, and I'm happy that you're with me on mine. And, this is how we support each other, as we're sort of traversing life and all that brings. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, let's see what's going on. I don't know if you can hear it. I live on the Straits, and it's really foggy right now, and so all the big ships are blowing their horns, their fog horns. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's really cool. I love that sound. I've always loved that sound. I hope you can hear it a little bit because it's, I don't know, just adds to the atmosphere, I think. Okay. So right out of the gate we have the Five of Pentacles. Now, this is a card of, wow, I'm going to have a little bit of trouble with my focus today, aren't I? That's okay. I can just manually do it when I need to. So the Five of Pentacles is a card of hardship and struggle. Okay. Keep in mind that fives are a breakthrough. All right. So you're moving away from this energy towards that six. Which is reciprocity, it's give and take, it's charity, it's all of those kinds of things. So the church is behind them, these people here, right? And you can see that there's the glow of candles or light, some sort of light inside, meaning that there's some sort of sanctuary there, right? Some safety, some whatever. And either they're not seeing it. I think typically they're not seeing it, but sometimes I really feel like this is a card of walking away from something that you perceived as safety, maybe something that felt safe, and stable until it didn't. So I think that there's some courage that goes with this card as well, because it takes a lot of courage to walk away from something that is safe or feels safe or appears to be safe, knowing that it's going to bring you a little bit of hardship and struggle. All right. That's okay. You're going to be walking right off of this card straight into the six, right? Which is where we want to go. It maybe is just figuring out that this particular window and that particular church aren't the ones for you. Okay. Wow, we're really not focusing today. Okay, now in your energy, interesting. So we have the Four of Pentacles coming out for you and your energy. So it's kind of a card of holding on. If we're talking about this hardship and struggle, with that Five of Pentacles, and then you're showing up as the Four holding on. So you probably are struggling a little bit financially, or having to budget, or maybe you're having a hard time finding the extra resources to put into savings or invest or that kind of thing. Okay. understanding that sometimes holding on can actually sort of block what needs to happen next. Okay, so this is sort of a double-edged sword with this, the Four of Pentacles. Now, when we get into a certain mindset about money and foundation and that kind of thing, especially, look, he's got it under his feet, right? So, it can be blocking energy coming up from the earth because it's very earthly grounding energy, right? We've got one blocking the heart and one blocking the crown chakra. So we can kind of put ourselves into a thought process that maybe isn't necessarily true. I guess that's what I'm getting at. So we'll keep going. Okay, so there are many different things that this could mean. It is in your energy. So we know that is definitely something to consider as we move forward. Now, keep in mind we have the Page of Swords coming in, and I like the Page of Swords because it's about being vigilant, right? Here, let me see if I can get it focused. I don't know what's going on. I apologize. Stepping away from the emotion of something and going to higher ground so you can have a better vantage point of what's going on around you, right? Seeing things from a different perspective with that sort of truth, which means, we have to be honest with ourselves about what's going on, all right? I know, I say I like it. I do, because it's congruent. The story is congruent so far. We like that. All right. And underneath this struggle and hardship card, we have the Star, right? So you definitely are walking away from something. And yes, walking away from a perceived safety or stable foundation is definitely leading you to wishes, dreams, desires, right? Your North Star. Getting you back on track, perhaps something that you wanted and desire is going to come in because you were bold enough to walk away, even though it was, creating some sort of struggle and hardship for you. Okay, so something good's going to come out of this. All right, don't stop, don't give up, just keep trucking. I know it may seem really, really difficult right now, but you're gonna get through it. You're gonna get through it. In your energy, we have Temperance showing up, right? We love Temperance. Pouring that elixir back and forth until it's absolutely perfect and precise, right? It's a card of divine timing. It's a card of moderation. It's a card of tempering, right? It's a card of healing. Taking the time to heal. Okay, so there's something about this that is definitely having to do with patience, of divine timing, that kind of thing. Okay. I like that that's in your energy. All right, underneath the Page of Swords, we have the Three of Swords coming out. So this is a heartache, right? And sadness, heartache, heartbreak. The swords have stabbed the heart. All right, so you've had your feelings hurt too. With whatever whatever that you walked away from. Okay, the only thing that I really would say to keep in mind about the Three of Swords is sometimes we can take those pains, those heartaches, those heartbreaks, and we can sort of turn them into a narrative that defines us, right? And we don't want to do that, right? Our experiences don't define us. They help us understand, right? And they help us grow as people, as individuals, but they do not define us, all right? So you definitely have some heartache, heartbreak, probably in connection with that Five of Pentacles, kind of feeling left out in the cold energy. Yeah, underneath the Star card, you are definitely, this is the Two of Wands, you're definitely, in the planning stages of building your world the way that you want to see it, the way that you want to live in it, the way that you want it to be for you, for your best and highest good. All right, so you're in the planning stages of that. Yeah, pardon me. In your energy, we have the moon coming up. All right, so there's still some things hidden, maybe some things you don't understand yet about what's going on, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You know, this could be why you're sort of hanging on a little bit to your budget, you know, maybe tightening the belt a little bit with how you spend your money, and because there's an element of unknown to it, right? There's an element of unknown to what you are going through right now. It's in your energy. Okay, let's go ahead and get one more. Okay, balance, harmony. Okay, you might be juggling a couple of things. But this really is about balance and harmony. So you're trying to get back to that. You really are trying to get back to that. That's why that Temperance card is in your energy. Okay? You're trying to get past all of this heartache and heartbreak and get back to the good stuff. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. Bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. So this is a card, it's a card of transformation. So you are transforming, right? You're realigning to the things, your wishes, your dreams, your desires. You're understanding that there is definitely some patience required with that Temperance card, even, you know, and trust, you know, with this element of unknown with the moon. There's got to be an element of trust to this as well. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Let's see if we can just get one more, just because I want to, let's do that, just because I want to balance it out a little bit. And then we're going to pull a couple of the Golden Wheel card. Wow. Okay. What? So we're going from struggle and hardship and ending with generational wealth. All right. Yeah, it took courage to walk away from whatever this perceived foundation was, stable foundation was. Like you needed to do that, even though it was really hard to do. You needed to do that in order to get to your generational wealth, which is just absolutely fantastic. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's just grab a couple of the Golden Wheel and see if there's anything else that we want to add to this, or if there's any sort of confirmation with kind of what we've been talking about. Yeah. I haven't had the Golden Wheel out for a while. I really like this deck. The Hermit. Yeah, you've been seeking answers. The Hermit is a seeker. So you've been looking, right? And the Hermit understands at this point that it's not about asking something or someone in the external world questions and getting answers. This is about going within. This is all about the inner you and going within to find the answers, right? I feel like that's kind of happening here. You know, as you walked away and you sort of walked into this sort of hardship and struggle energy, but you kept moving. You're still moving. You're still moving. Of course you are. Because here's the Magician. Card of action. Yeah, you definitely understand how to transmute the energy from the ethereal into the physical world, right? So you are building. Here's our Two of Wands right here. You have all the skills, you have all the tools, you have all of the know-how to do this. Like you're gonna be fine. This was a hard move though. I don't want to dismiss what you're going through or what you've had to go through or how hard that road has been. I am not being dismissive at all. This has been kind of a struggle. But you are coming out on such an amazing, you know, ending, completing of a cycle here. You know, there's something. And here's the Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is your personal wish fulfillment. This is for you. This is a very solitary energy. Okay? This is for you. This is you being able to sit for a minute and enjoy, you know, in the Eight of Cups, you walk away from the cups that don't align with you anymore. But you still have some cups, right? You understand the things that are most valuable to you in your life. And so with the Nine of Cups, you're able to sit and actually enjoy them for a moment, right? To really, really enjoy. I love this for you. That's where you're heading. I mean, there's a finish line. There's a finish line ahead for you. I don't feel like it's very far away. Not when yeah. Not when you have that the Seeker card, the Hermit, and the Magician both, all right? And now we have the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory. It's victory and triumph. It's recognition. Like you've accomplished something here. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Justice card. So, you know, this could be a great karmic balancing, right? I like that for you. Justice is unbiased, right? Just make sure you're on the right side of that sword. Oh wow. So we have a double tap on the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wheels. So definitely working on getting balance and harmony for yourself. Okay. Really important at this time, just to sort of keep an even keel. But don't worry, it's going to be fine. And you have the King of Wheels, which is the King of Pentacles, sitting on his throne, holding a coin. So this is where you're going. You had to have that courage to walk away, and you did. And because of that, you're realigning with your guiding light, that inner star, right? Our North Star. This is a karmic balancing, and you're coming over here with victory. You have victory, and you have that Ten of Pentacles, which is pretty much generation. It's money that's going to ripple through generations. Okay. Yeah. Just hold on. I know that you're holding on right now. You know, I do think that that's what that Four of Pentacles is about. It's just that energy of kind of holding on for dear life right now. But this is all going to work out. This is all going to be really, really good for you. Just keep trucking. Okay. That is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe. Share with your besties. Feel free to drop a comment. I do check them. I do read them. I don't always get to them the same day, but I do read them. And yeah, help me grow this channel. I would appreciate it. Anytime you hit the thumbs up button or share it. It just puts it out to the algorithm a little bit more. So, yeah. Till next time. Bye.